Parents, I want to tell you something that could completely change exactly how you see your son forever. Like, your son is asking questions that you have never heard him say out loud. And those questions are, who am I? Do I really matter in this world? Am I enough compared to what society says I should be? And what am I really good at that people will remember me for? And am I a failure? Where do I belong? Do I even matter? Why was I created? And the greatest battle your son may ever be fighting, it isn't school. It isn't about being academically sound. It isn't athletics. And it's definitely not financial. Those are some of our pain points, right? But it's the battle for his true internal identity. Because boys don't accidentally become great men. They are actually developed in becoming great men. And it happens over time, right? And it's intentional. Unfortunately, if we don't intentionally develop their identity and culture, this society, this social media culture will gladly do so. Guys, think about this. Every single day, someone is disciplining our sons, whether it's the right way or the wrong way. Social media is teaching them one thing. And of course, you all know the music that they're listening to is definitely teaching them something, right? What about the cultural norms? What about society? They're definitely teaching them something. And their friends and their peers, and those ones that we do and don't want them to hang with, they're also teaching them some things. Their failures, what about that one? Their failures are actually teaching them things, right? Also, it's uncommon, but their victories are also teaching them as well. Guys, one of the things I want you to know is this. Every experience is telling our son who he is and who he's becoming. Here's the problem most parents are facing right now. Like, they're fighting behavior when they should be developing their identity. I'm gonna say it again. They're fighting behaviors when they should be developing their identity. We ask, why is he disrespectful? Why can't I break through? It just seems like he's just so unmotivated. I can't get through to him. What's going on, Mr. Washington? Why doesn't he care? Right? I'm yelling, I'm arguing, I'm taking things away, but it's not working. But perhaps we're asking the wrong question, guys. We got to consider this. What if the better question is, who is my son? Who is my mentor? Who is my afternoon student becoming? Because at Kingmaker Academy, here, guys, right here, we don't just simply ask, what are boys doing? We begin to ask deeper, more penetrating questions. What development does this young man need? And how can we give it to him right now at his level? Because behavior speaks, behavior communicates, but identity speaks louder, guys. Environment speaks even louder than identity, right? And everything is a communication of something, whether we catch on, whether we perceive or not, it's communicating something. Like your son is becoming a man when he turns 18. Every decision, every influence, every person he's around is shaping his identity, right? It's something that we don't think about. It's something that we forget about, but it's equally as important into shaping his identity, helping him to see himself like we want him to see himself, right? And that development takes time, is cultivated, is nurtured through our encouragement, of course, positive reinforcement. You guys always hear me talk about that, as well as giving him detailed responsibilities inside the house and outside the house, right? What if it's his responsibility to make sure that the mail is taken care of, the clothes are washed and put away properly, and his room is taken care of? Those are small things, but those responsibilities actually help him grow as a man, realizing that, hey, I am contributing, hey, I am significant, and also I matter, right? You will be surprised. Some of the smallest tasks that say, hey, we need you to do this, and I know that nobody else can't do this but you, and I like the way you do this, son. Great job, right? Just those little small intangible things, guys, can really shape his identity and to make him feel significant, responsible, and also feel like he's being appreciated. He begins to see himself in a righteous, masculine way, which is what we want, versus cultural norms that we see, right? Because watch this, we don't just raise our sons, we develop our sons, right? And guys, on part 2, we're going to dive a little bit deeper, and I'm going to give you all the tools, tips, and strategy and solution to really shape your son's identity and to help him not just become a great student, but a better man. I want to introduce to you something I like to call the Kingmaker Identity Framework. Let's go. That's right, the Kingmaker Identity Framework. Every boy develop his identity from these seven factors. Number one, his family. Number two is his friends. Number three, of course, we all know is his environment. Number four, detrimental but cool, social media. Number five, failure, of course. Number six, shout out to the real mentors in the game. Number seven, his purpose. Parents, I need you to hear me on this. Please tune in and tap in. If your son, right, doesn't know who he is, he'll become whatever gets the loudest applause for the right behavior as well as the wrong behaviors. If he doesn't discover his purpose, he'll begin to borrow it from somebody else's, which is the thing that we don't want, right? If he doesn't belong somewhere healthy, he'll begin to try to associate himself with somewhere that's unhealthy. Like, boys are desperately looking for three things. I repeat, three things. 1, 2, 3. Uno, dos, tres. Identity, purpose, and brotherhood. Identity, purpose, and brotherhood. That's why games works. That's why athletics works, right? Think about it. It all makes sense, right? That's why mentorships work. They're all looking for something to belong to help shape their identity. That's why leadership development works, guys. Building their internal operating system. Boys are always asking, and I feel my inner childhood resurrected. Y'all, it's crazy. Tell me who I am. They're always asking. Tell me why I matter. They're always asking, y'all. Tell me where I belong. Because great men aren't developed accidentally. It's a process, guys. Think about it. They're developed intentionally. A good athlete doesn't become a great athlete by watching TV. It comes by working these things out. Parents, stop speaking only to your son's behavior, the parts that we don't like, that frustrate us the most. But I want you to begin to speak into his becoming, right? Empower him. Tell him what you see before he actually sees it in himself. And that's what my mother did and my mentors did for me. And I want you to start telling that young man, he's becoming more disciplined. You're becoming courageous because you're taking actions, and I know you was intimidated by that thing. Tell him you're becoming passionate. I like the way you're taking ownership and you have enthusiasm. I used to have to force you to do things. Let him know you're becoming a leader. You see him stepping up and stepping out. I'm not calling you out, but I'm calling you up, son. Remind him how great he is on a regular basis. And finally, I want to leave every parent watching this, every mentor, every coach watching this last thought. Your son, your mentor, your student, he's going to grow by us helping him grow. So no matter, he may forget what school he goes to or what you bought him a long time ago, but he will never forget who helped him discover who he was created to become and what he was created to do. Think about it. Boys don't simply need information. Guys, they need real-time development and framework development. They need community. And also remember, guys, they need purpose and people willing to remind them that greatness lives on the inside of them. And don't be mad at your mistakes. We can develop those right behaviors because today's boys, guys, they're tomorrow's fathers. And tomorrow's fathers, guys, they are tomorrow's generation of leaders, right? Yes. There's no greater feeling knowing, guys, when your parent is fully invested and fully committed to helping you grow into your next level. They got your back, thick and thin, up, down, left, right, inside, out, right? There is no greater feeling knowing that your parents are with you. They respect you and they valuing what you're doing and where you're at currently in life, right? Because sometimes I get it. I work with students all the time from all across the country, and I have children myself as well as athletes that I used to train in my old football days, right? My old training days. And one of the things I always recognize is when they're connected to the right groups, when they're connected to the right people, mentors and male figures in their life, It's amazing the transformation they can make in record time, guys. But it all starts with keeping them accountable, surrounding them with the right support system that values them. And watch this, we're not going to let them off the hook easy. We're not going to baby them, but we're going to reinforce who they are, what they're capable of, what they can do. But then also, guys, we're going to check them when it's time to be checked, right? And we're going to keep them accountable for the things they need to be doing daily, right? So one of the things I use to empower my mentees and my students is we never start our day without creating a day. And what that simply means is, guys, I make sure that this is one thing that we do in Kingmaker Academy. Before we go to bed at night, we create 3 things that we want to accomplish that next day. Let's be honest, parents, and this even applies to us as adults. If we have 24 hours in a day, 24 hours in a day, you telling me we can't accomplish 3 things in 24 hours? And they can be something as small as one I told my students is, never start your day without making your bed. I don't want you leaving your house without making your bed. I don't want your mother touching your bed. As a man, you need to be able to make your own day. Start off getting as small as when possible. That's the first thing we train our mentees to do. You never leave that house without making your bed. That's one win. Number 2, here's the second win we try to make sure that they get, right? Is never start your day without getting some exercise and physical activity. Because think about it. Guys, when we wake up in the morning, we don't feel good, we're sleepy, we want to hit that alarm clock, hit the snooze button, and we talk ourselves out of things that we probably should do. So one of the things I've adopted, and I have my mentee doing as well, is never start your day without doing some type of physical activity, right? And that might look like something as simple as 20 push-ups, 20 jumping jacks, and 20 sit-ups, right? Super easy. They're extremely athletic. They can do it. You might not want to do it, but it's not about what we want to do. It's about what needs to be done, right? And that's the second one. Look at it. You already start your day with 2 wins. And the third one I try to implore my mentees and my students to do is we never start the day without reading something positive. Because think about it, guys. When they leave that house, the television's negative, the radio's negative, the commercials are negative, trying to take money from you and make you buy things that you really don't need. Here comes the music. The music's negative and toxic. Y'all know they ain't listening to the spiritual gospel music that we might be listening to, or something jazz, or, refreshing, or put you in a good mood for the day. So they're listening kind of like music they shouldn't be listening to in the morning. That's the worst thing you could do, is to start your day listening to low vibrational music like that, right? So we train our mentees. Number 1, never start your day without creating a day, meaning before they go to bed, what's the 3 things you can accomplish, right? Okay, here's a protocol. When they get up in the morning, make that bed. Super simple. That's the first win. Number 2, start out with some physical exercise. Something simple. It doesn't have to be crazy. It doesn't have to be an hour long, because they got to go to school or work or whatever that needs to be done, right? And number 3, read something positive. And I tell my young men all the time, readers are leaders, and money makers and note takers are the money makers, right? So it's not an option. This is what we do, right? We empower our young men because we empower ourselves. This is not something that we read out of a book. This is something that we daily practice. This is how we got to this level, right? And so it's super simple. It's an easy way to start their day the right way, and to help them build that positive momentum so they're ready to take on the day, take on new tasks, and show up to the world as a person that's respected, a person that's appreciated, and a person that they're proud of every time they look in the mirror. Right? We can't expect from other people what we're not first giving to ourselves. And one of the things I like to also empower them with is, when you're doing these daily habits and daily disciplines, you're going to show up more confident, more enthusiastic, and you're going to attract the right people to you, and you're going to push away the wrong people from you. And so that's why, guys, it's not an option for us here at Kingmaker Academy. We empower our young men to take on different tasks, and then one of the things we do is we reward good behavior, right? And it's not just because you've done it. No, we reward them when they get to the level, say, man, Mr. Washington, I'm getting stronger. Man, Mr. Washington, I'm reading this book now. Man, Mr. Washington, I feel good now. My friends tell me, they asking me what I'm doing now. When I get that, when parents tell me that, now I know they're ready to be rewarded, and they're ready for the next level. Because, guys, watch this. It's stages, it's levels, right? And it's also positioning. And this is how we break through to our young men. We surround them with the right community. right? We surround them with positive affirmation and reinforcement. We give them a purpose. We give them detailed instructions how to really navigate their day to be the person that they really want to be. So parents, I love you to life. I can't wait to share more tools, tips, and strategy. And I hope this helped you. I know this helped you.